welcome back to another Tai Chi session. My name is Brad. I'm the Tai Chi instructor for the Faribault Park and Recs Department. Today we're going to add on a couple of more moves to the end, and what I'd like to do though is we'll do a breathing exercise to just relax, and then we'll do a short warm-up, and then we'll move into I'll review what we've learned so far, and then we'll add on a couple of moves toward the end, and we'll keep building. If you remember, it's a progressive steps in Tai Chi. We just start from number one and keep moving on. So let's just do a short relaxation. So if we stand with our feet shoulder width apart and parallel if you can, and just relax, stand up straight and tall. And you can put your left thumb in your navel and your right hand over your left hand. Now let's just start to relax and breathe deeply. You can close your eyes if you feel like it. And remember, what we want to do is when we inhale, to feel your tummy or your lower abdomen expand, filling with air. And exhale, your abdomen contracts. So what we want to do is to slow down our breathing. Kind of try to forget about what we've done earlier today and not think about what we have coming up. Let's just focus on relaxing and learning Tai Chi. Remember, the first principle in Tai Chi is complete relaxation. So we're breathing through our diaphragm, the Dan Chen breathing. Feel your abdomen expand on the inhale. Contract on the exhale. Okay, just kind of walk it off a little bit. Move the fingers and toes and move the body, get the blood moving. So now we'll do a real simple warm-up of standing with our feet shoulder width, parallel in the Wu Chi position. Try to relax the shoulders, and let's just turn the waist, leaving the arms just hang at our side, and try to keep the head forward. This starts to just warm up pretty much all the joints in the knees and the hips. Turn the waist, massages the internal organs. And the shoulders are getting warmed up too, just by letting the arms swing. So after we do that, then we'll put our feet about 2 shoulder widths apart. And again, we'll swing the arm, let the arm just dangle down, and we'll swing to the right and the left and the right and the left. Now it's okay to turn the head. This just gets a little more strenuous. A little more work on the knees and the hips. It's important to do a little bit of warm-up each time. Sometimes you can do a little more if you want to do more. Sometimes you can do less. But it's just important to just start moving the body a little bit instead of just jumping in. Unless you're young and in really good shape, then you might not need a warm-up. And just let the arms float. Okay, and that's just a quick warm-up for this session. So now what we'll do is I'll do a slow review of what we've done up through single whip. So we'll start with our heels together, stand up straight, arms are just relaxed by the side. Slight bend in the knees. When we begin, we just bend the knees a little more, sink into that right leg. When the left leg is empty, we can set it out shoulder width. Then we shift the weight onto that left leg, and when the right leg is empty, we can turn our toes inward so they're parallel. Then we shift the weight back to center. Now we're in the Wu Chi stance. Then we lift the arms. It's called lifting arms. Arms trail up, and the hands come back toward the shoulders. We exhale, and the hands drop back down. Then we pivot to the right. We got a catch ball on the right side. Shift the weight forward, center step left. Then we step back to the mirror, get shoulder width, put the heel down, shift forward, the hands pass each other, square the hips, shoulders, turn the right foot 45. Now we're in ward off right. So we're relaxed, knees over the toes if you can. And then we shift all the way down to the left leg and center step right. Now we got a catch ball on the left side. The right hand by the hip, left hand by the shoulder. Then we step to the right. We get shoulder width. Shift the weight forward. The hands come up. Square the hips. Turn the left foot 45. The hips and shoulders are now to the right. We got the ball out in front of our throat. This is called ward off right. And then we move into grasp the sparrow's tail. So we just rotate a little bit further to the right, right hand up, right hand down, left palm up. Then we shift the weight back. The left hand drops with gravity. Right hand comes over. We briefly point the hands to the back corner. Then we rotate back to the right as we shift the weight forward into cross wrist press. Then we separate the hands, shift the weight back again. The hands come down to just above the waist. And then we go forward into push. And if you can see in the mirror, my arms are kind of in line with my back leg, my left leg. Now we go into single whip. So we shift the weight back. We rotate across, turning in that right foot till you can't turn it anymore. And then sit back on that right foot, center step left. Set the hook out to the corner. Look left. Step to the left. Put the heel down. Shift the weight forward. The left palm comes up. At the last second, turns forward and turn the right foot 45. Now we're in single whip. And that's where we've gotten to in the last couple of sessions. So I'd like to do that just one more time, a little faster, a little less talk. Let's just practice that, review. So heels together, sink into the right leg, step out left, weight on left leg, turn the toes in, back to center, lifting arms, turn to the right, big catch ball, center step left, step back to the mirror, ward off left. Step forward, center step right. Step to the right. Ward off right. And grasp the sparrow's tail. Roll back, both hands point to the corner. Cross wrist press. Separate hands. Push, weight back, rotate across, turn in that right foot, sit back on the right foot, set out the hook to the corner, step left, just single whip. Now from here, we're going to go into lifting hands, and white crane spreads its wings. So the white crane spreads its wings, one of my favorite moves. It's very complex, almost as complex as grasp the sparrow's tail, but we'll break it down, we'll go slow. And normally in my class, I like to show the move first. You can just watch. If you feel like following along, fine, or just watch. So I'll do the move as if I'm facing you this time, and then I'll turn around and we'll practice it. So from single whip, so I'm in a left bull stance, lifting hands starts by just shifting the weight forward. I'll just show it to you first. Show it to you one more time. Okay, now we'll practice it together. So we're in single whip to the west, to the left. First thing we do is we just shift the weight forward and lower the arms to the side and center step right. And then we set out the heel, raising the arms. The left palm is facing the right elbow. Let's practice that again. We're in single whip. Shift the weight forward, center step right, and lower the arms. And then set out the heel and lifting arms, lifting hands at the same time. So in martial arts, this is a kick and a punch at the same time. But the move is called lifting hands. So one more time from single whip. Remember, we're squared, shoulders and hips are squared to the right. Shift the weight forward, center step right, lower the arms, and set out the heel and lifting hands. And all the weight should still be in your back leg. You're just setting out that heel. Okay, I'll shake it off a little bit. Sometimes when you stand on one leg, it gets tired after a while. And this is one of those instances where that can happen. With crane, spreads its wings too. So let's start again, practice again from single whip. Let's just remember with our feet shoulder width and parallel, turn the right foot out 45, step forward with the left foot. That's our left bowl stance. And then single whip, we have the hook out to the corner and our left palm push. So now for lifting hands, shift the weight forward, center step right and lower the arms. Then set the heel out towards the mirror, lifting the arms up. That's lifting hands is the name of that move. So hopefully that practicing that 4 times kind of gets the hang of it, and then we'll obviously go back and redo it again. But I want to move on to the next move, where called white crane spreads its wings. So I'll show you from face on because it'll be easier to see this way, and then when I go that way you might have to look in the mirror. But so I'll just show you from lifting arms. Let me show you again. I'll step back just a little. So from lifting hands, remember all the weight, I'm rooted in my back left leg. So now we'll practice that together. So we're in lifting hands, two things to remember. Lifting hands, the heel is out, and with crane we set the toes out. So I'll point that out when we get there. So we're in lifting hands. Center step right. We rotate at the waist. The left hand drops. The right hand comes in. The left hand comes out. And when the left hand gets up by the ear, we step just a little left of north. Put the foot down. And there's no center step in this one. We just shift the weight forward and center step left, facing to the left. And then we separate the arms. The right hand comes up, left hand goes down, and we set the left foot out, the toe out, flat. So now your right hand is like 45 degrees out from your temple. All the weight is still in your back leg. You should be able to lift that leg. And that's the full move of white crane. Spreads its wings. So let's do that again. From lifting hands. Center step right, left hand drops, right hand comes inside, left hand goes out, and then we step to the mirror, not quite north, just a little bit left of north, and we shift the weight forward, center step right, and this is kind of a catch ball, except both palms are pointing down. And then raise the right hand, lower the left, set out the left foot, the left toe at the same time. We just show that portion. We're in center step left, set the left toe out, and separate the hands. So I think the hardest part of this move is just rotating the arms. So we'll look at that a little bit. Let me just show you head on once. So from lifting hands, center step, left hand drops, and the right hand goes inside, left hand comes out, step forward, center step left, raise the right hand, lower the left by the thigh, and set the left foot out flat. So all the weight's still in your back leg. You should be able to lift that left leg off the ground. Let's do it together a couple more times. Let's do them all since from single whip. So we're in a left bow stance to the west. We got our hook out. From single whip, we shift the weight forward, center step right, and lower the arms. Set out the right heel, lifting hands. Center step right, drop the left hand, right hand comes over, left hand comes out, step back toward the mirror, center step left, set out the toe, separate the arms. So if you can see from from on, the right hand is out from the temple, and the left hand is blocking or protecting the hip, the thigh, and all the weight is in your back leg. So again, there's a lot of weight shifts and balancing where you're balancing on, one foot a lot, and that strengthens the legs and helps your balance a lot. So now what I'd like to do is I'll run through those 2 moves again, and then we'll start from the beginning and show the whole thing again. So hopefully in the first 2 sessions you learned all the way up to single whip. So here we are, left bull stance. Shift the weight forward, center step right, lower the arms, set the right heel out, lifting hands. Center step with the right foot, left hand drops, right hand over. When the left hand comes up, we step to the mirror, center step left, separate the hands, set out the toes. So crane spreads its wings is the only one where we set the foot out flat. And all the other lifting hands, and in a little next session we'll get to play guitar, where you set the foot out with the heel. So we're going to run through the whole thing up to that point one more time, and then we'll call this a lesson for today. So let's start from the beginning. I'm going to go kind of fast through the first part and then slow down right at the end, just to reiterate the last 2 moves. So relaxed, keep the back straight, complete relaxation. Sink into that right leg, set the left foot out, weight on left leg, turn the toes in, back to center. Lifting arms, turn to the right, big catch ball, center step left, step back to the mirror, ward off left, step forward, center step right, catch ball, step to the right, ward off right, and then into grasp the sparrow's tail. Into cross wrist press. Separate hands as you shift the weight back. And then push. Shift the weight back. Rotate the arms across, turning in your right foot. Sit back on the right foot, set the hook out. Step left. Single whip. Shift the weight forward. Center step right, lower the arms. Set out that right heel. Lifting hands. Center step right. Left hand drops. So the right hand comes inside, left hand comes out. Step just left of center. Then shift all the weight forward, center step left. Then separate the hands, set out the toe. White crane spreads its wings. So hopefully you were able to practice those and learn from that. And we're getting through quite a few of the moves, and we're still in the first third. But I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to having you come back, and we'll add on some more moves on the end. So thanks for joining me, and again, thanks for the Faribault Park and Recs Department for putting this on. So we'll See you next time. Thank you.